In this video, I want to show a few examples of 3D kitchen configurators, how they can look on a website and why they are interesting to use for showcasing kitchens to clients. What can a 3D configurator look like? Note that this is a 3D model and you can control various parameters of this model through an additional menu. So here we select colors and the colors on the kitchen change smoothly. This way the client can better see the details and the color scheme of their future kitchen. If you are into kitchen design or manufacturing and you have, let's say, pre-prepared sets of project visualizations, you can place them on your website this way to create an extra visual effect that will attract your client's attention. So they can visit the site and not just view images and videos, but also interact with this kitchen and better visualize how it will look in their interior. Let's see how another configurator works. Configurators with different levels of detail, depending on the projects and the websites. You need to create different levels of detail and models. The same side menu is needed to control the colors and the kitchen color palette. This way you can customize the look of the future kitchen and imagine how it will actually appear in the interior. So let us look at another configurator with a different level of detail. How it works and what elements it has, and how it might look in practice. Such a 3D configurator can also be embedded into any website, and this way clients visiting the site will interact with it better. Another distinctive feature of these configurators is that they work well not only on computers but also on mobile devices, so your clients can interact with them regardless of how they access your site. On the right side of the screen you can see how the kitchen looks directly on a mobile device. Let's see how another object looks, shall we? That is, you can also control it, interact with it, open the menu, and change various configuration options. Let's look at the next configurator option. In some configurator versions on mobile devices, we set up an augmented reality mode so the client can check how the product looks in their own interior. We also have various options that help further increase client engagement. This is generating a commercial proposal. It is an AI post-processing option, the details of which I will now show you how they work. So for example, if you have assembled a kitchen option, you already like it, it suits you, and you want to use this design further, this is, well, to calculate its cost. Depending on the components selected on the screen, the price can be calculated immediately. After that, if the client clicks the Order Now button, this order can be sent to a customer relationship management system, to your website, to email, or to messengers, depending on the settings. You can also generate a commercial proposal by clicking the PDF button. The configuration currently set up will turn into a commercial proposal that you can send to the client and see how it looks. Commercial proposals can also be configured and programmed in completely different ways. You can add not only visualizations but also drawings, various layout options, and pricing. This approach significantly speeds up calculations and commercial proposals, and it can be used not only by clients but also by your managers in showrooms when they are communicating directly with the client. For example, you might only have one kitchen model in your showroom, but in reality you can present dozens of different options. Using a 3D configurator on a computer, you can show the client exactly how different combinations will look, not just in terms of kitchen layouts, but also how they will look in various materials. This significantly expands the range of options you can show a client during a meeting and greatly increases the clarity of the information provided. Now let's move on to artificial intelligence features and how they work in similar configurators. And this is so-called post-processing, which allows you to get a realistic image of kitchens and how they look in an interior. Note that the tab shows how the kitchen model looks directly in the configurator, and the bottom shows how it looks after artificial intelligence post-processing. This is needed to create an additional impression of how the kitchen will look in the interior, which adds extra value to your project. Let's look at some other kitchen options. So, this can be done in many different ways, while the effect remains as realistic as possible. If you compare how the original kitchen looks, the model in the configurator, and the image after AI post-processing, you get a practically cinematic effect. Here is another version of a less detailed kitchen, how it looks, and how that detail appears after post-processing in AI renders. You can see the maximum level of detail and the best representation of how it looks in an interior. This approach using such configurators allows you to increase your website's conversion rate and turn it not just into a tool for viewing information, but into a tool that helps your managers and clients see the full catalog of your products, your capabilities, and the kitchen production options you can provide.